What it is, folk. This your homeboy first. And this is episode 4 of First Free Clinic. Okay. This is a safe space, y'all. This is a place where we can come as a people, as real ones, gather together, to bond together, to fellowship together in a real way. You feel me? To remove the stigma of mental health issues, where we can gather together on a global scale uh, and help each other. Okay, we can help each other. Okay, make it through this thing. I don't have all the answers. If you watch the previous episodes, it may come off like I do, but I don't, and that's part of the reason why I'm doing this. Okay, uh, today we're gonna be talking about the black woman in mental health. Last week I talked about the black man. If you watched that, or if you haven't watched it, excuse me, make sure you go check that out. Antonio, what's happening, dog? What's happening, dog? Appreciate you. And appreciate meeting you the other day. You know what I'm talking about? That's a real one right there, y'all. Okay. But like I said, if you didn't watch the previous episode or all of them, okay, I put out 3 so far. Did one about the Serenity Prayer, did one on the 4 M's of mental health. And like I said, last week's episode was about black men and some of the things we go through in terms of mental health. Okay, so today we're focusing on the sisters. So even if I got my brothers in here, make sure y'all watch as well, fellas. Okay, because we got these women who we in love with, we dating them or we married to them. You feel me? And we want to try to understand some of their plight. You know what I'm talking about? We got mamas, we got sisters, we got daughters. We got daughters. And we got to help them navigate all this bullshit. You feel me? So, yeah, we talking about the ladies today. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to all the queens. You know what I'm talking about? Got overwhelming majority of my fan base, the real ones, are men at this point. You feel me? But I do have some ladies that be holding me down as well. So, ladies, we're not excluding you. We're gonna hold you down today. You feel me? Because we want you to know that we love you, we appreciate you, and we down with you. We here for you. You feel me? But like I told you, we want to kick off this thing with the Serenity Prayer. Okay, as I said, it's something that I think if you believe in God, no matter what you may call God or whatever your spiritual thing is, you know what I'm talking about, it's a prayer that we all can agree on, and I think it's all beneficial to all of us. So let's go ahead and get this thing kicked off. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen. All right. So let's get it, y'all. All right. So today I will reveal 10 black women who happen to be celebrities who struggle with, or I should say, who have struggled in the past. They could be still struggling with it. I don't know. But who have on record admitted that they have struggled with mental health issues. Okay. But before I give those examples, I want to just talk about some of the issues that the sisters, you know what I'm talking about, deal with. You feel me? And this is coming from somebody that somebody might say, well, how you gonna talk about it? You a man. Well, this is a person, first of all, who's empathetic. You feel me? Empathy. See, everybody want to talk about sympathy. Sympathy is just feeling sorry for somebody. You feel me? You see them going through something, you say, oh, I'm so sorry for you. But when you're empathetic, you can feel that shit. You know what I'm talking about? You put yourself in somebody else's shoes and you try to say, damn, what if that was me? How would I feel? You know what I'm talking about? That's empathy. So I ain't gotta be a woman to understand what the fuck ladies may go through. You feel me? Not if I'm empathetic. So that's one thing. Second thing is this. I've been around women my whole goddamn life. Black women raised by my mama and my grandmama. Like so many dudes out there that's from the hood, raised by your mom and your grandmama. That's my life. Okay. I got 2 older sisters. I ain't got no blood brothers. When y'all hear me say Tim G. Jacob is my brother, that's because he's one of my best friends. Ray C is one of my best friends. Like these are my brothers in that sense, but I don't have no blood brother. I've been around women. You know what I'm talking about? My wife been a lady in my life since 1996. I'm raising a daughter, so I'm in tune with women. Okay, I've loved them and been loved by them my entire life. You understand? And I think I have an understanding to an extent. Okay, to an extent. And so I just want to share some of the struggles that I've seen them go through, and even being a former teacher. So you talking about hundreds of young women that I've taught. You feel me? So let's look at some of the things they've gone through. Okay, and Antonio know what I'm talking about. Every hood the same. Every hood the same. Harder, what's happening, dog? What's happening, dog? Appreciate you stopping by, man. Real talk. But let's get into it. Okay. First of all, let's start off with one of the most quoted sayings from Brother Malcolm X. You've heard this countless times, and if you're a real one who fucks with Brother Malcolm, you already know what I'm talking about. When Brother Malcolm said that the black woman is the most unprotected person in America. The black woman is the most disrespected person in America. The black woman is the most neglected person in America. Why did he say that? Out of all the people in America, you might say, well, what about the black men, brother Malcolm? If I go look up lynching, you know, most time I see them brothers hanging in them trees. True. But one thing Brother Malcolm knew is the black woman finna catch goddamn racism, and the black woman finna catch sexism. The black woman finna catch it from the white man and woman. And if the black woman is dealing with a bitch in terms of her man, she gonna catch it from him. So he knew that. But now a lot of folks leave out the next part of Brother Malcolm quote. Okay. After he said that, all that about black women being unprotected and being neglected and being disrespected, he said, and as Muslims, we gonna protect our women. And he said, we will kill you for our woman. I'm making it plain. Yes, we will kill you for our woman. That's what he said. Go look it up. Go look it up. Why you talking about this first? I'm talking about this because in the past, month or so, there's been a lot of shit online about, you know, some lady who allegedly got hit in the face with a brick. And that led to this dialogue online about what should you do in a situation like this? Like, do we as black men adequately protect our women, and not just our women, like my wife or my daughter? Like, do we hold down our women in general? You feel me? And some of the shit I was seeing was fucking disappointing. Some of the shit I was seeing, Brother Malcolm rolling over in the grave. You feel me? Because if you think about being a woman, and this is something as a brother, I've never had to deal with that because I'm gonna fight, and I'm big enough and strong enough to fight. You know what I'm talking about? And if it's somebody bigger than me, I'm strapped up at all times. You understand? But look at it from a woman's standpoint. Yeah, a woman can get strapped up too. But what if you're in a situation where you can't get no strap? And women are naturally smaller than men. You know what I'm talking about? The average man, 5'9"? In America, the average man is 5'9", and the average woman shorter than that. Don't let the WNBA fool you. You understand? So, from that standpoint, you got some bitch ass motherfuckers out here that take advantage of that. They don't use their strength to protect their woman or protect their family. They get mad at the boss, or they get drunk, or they get mad at their plight and what they ain't got and all that kind of shit, and they take it out on their woman. So imagine living and feel like that, bro. That's some of the mental stressors that our women go through. You know what I'm talking about? Or the danger of being sexually assaulted in this bitch. damn near every woman that I have been intimately involved with, it told me that somebody sexually assaulted them. Now, remember now, and I had to clear this up with my youngest in the classroom. My youngest thought sexual assault just equals rape. Like somebody grabbing you and taking you in the alley and ripping your clothes off and all that shit. No, sexual assault can be as simple as you in the club, shawty walk past you, she got a big booty, you touch on the ass. That's sexual assault. She ain't got you no consent for that. That's sexual assault. So I've heard it. Firsthand knowledge from women. From minor, well, I ain't gonna call it minor, from lesser incidents like somebody just slapping them on the ass or somebody making lewd comments to them, all the way to rape. I had former female students come to me crying because they had been raped before and they didn't know how to deal with it. And because I was a man who, through my class and showing them that I loved them and I was going hard for them and all that kind of shit, they felt comfortable enough with me to come talk to me about it because they wanted to hear from a man why. They wanted to hear from a man. They wanted to ask a man, somebody they viewed as a real man, why would somebody do this to me? Why would a man do this to me? And of course, I ain't had no answer. All I could do is try to provide comfort, but I ain't had no answer for that because ain't no reason for that. Ain't no reason for that. One of the realest things Allen Iverson ever said. You can go look this up. Allen Iverson was being interviewed by Stephen A. Smith, bitch ass. And Stephen A. Smith had a show back in the Gap. And Allen Iverson was being interviewed on that, and it was around the time Kobe had caught that charge. Some of y'all might remember what I'm talking about, okay? And I guess Stephen A. asked Allen Iverson about Kobe in the situation. Of course, Allen Iverson didn't believe Kobe did it, as I don't, okay? And Allen Iverson said, that's the worst thing imaginable. That's the worst thing you can do. Allen Iverson said, if you come in my house unannounced, I'm going to get it done. Meaning, there's a reason for murder. You come up, if a motherfucker come up in here right now, I'm finna grab this chopper and lay him down. There's a reason for that. Stealing. Let's say there's a life-saving drug that I can't afford for my beloveds, my children, my wife, my mother. And they about to die if they don't get it. And I gotta steal it. Shit. Allen Iverson like, I'll steal it. But he said, rape ain't no reason for that. Ain't no reason for that. So when that young queen came to me asking me why, I ain't had no answer for that, man. I did my best to comfort her. When she left, I was just so fucking angry. I did, it's protocol for me to talk to the counselor about what the young lady shared with me, and I did do that. But that wasn't the only time that happened, y'all. Okay? I've known other women in my life who they got lucky that, they were able to fight the motherfucker off or convince them that it was time to, all kind of shit. All kind of shit. Now I'm talking from family members to women I dated, and it's that prevalent. So that's why Brother Malcolm said that shit, y'all. So imagine the mental strain and stress every day of living in constant fear of that happening to you. That's what some of our women go through, y'all. Unfortunately, it seems like that's what the majority of our women go through. Talk to them. Really, just sit down and talk to them. They'll tell you. Let's look at something else. That's a stressor for our Black women, okay? And this is something I would argue that is unique to our Black women, okay? And that's the pressure to fit beauty standards. Now, all women have a pressure to fit beauty standards, but roll with me on something, okay? Black women got a pressure in America to try to fit white women's beauty standards. You know how America glamorizes white women and their white skin and the blonde hair and the blue eyes and the big tits and being thin. Being thin, okay? Being thin. Now, nowadays, with the Kim Kardashian era, okay, motherfuckers are trying to what they saying, the Paul fat ass white girl, that's becoming a thing. But for the most part, in white folks' culture, you know what I'm talking about. What we call thick, they look at as fat. Okay. But you have in America this whole Barbie stuff. And black girls grew up looking at that idea of Barbie and feeling some type of way because that wasn't them. Looking at Marilyn Monroe and how she's glamorized and looking at her and saying, oh, that's not me. Pay attention. That was a little error right there. Well, black women and black girls be walking around, bopping around. They had Marilyn Monroe, a white blonde woman, on their t-shirts, on their handbags, all that kind of shit. And I used to be looking like, what about Pam Grier, baby? Why you don't put Pam Grier on there? Why you don't put Halle Berry on there? Why you don't put one of our beauties on there? Why? Because they want to see themselves as what America has deemed beautiful. And for so long, America has said that our women aren't beautiful. America has said that the way their hair isn't beautiful. You feel me? That their skin, one motherfucker I saw online, racist piece of shit, talking about this black woman's skin look like shit or look like dirt. She looked dirty. This kind of shit. So you grow up with this bullshit. My daughter got caught up in this. She might have been 2 or 3 years old or something like that. My wife said they were in the room watching something. And a commercial came on, or some little thing came on. This little white girl was singing a song. My wife said that she told my daughter, you can sing that. And she said that my little old bitty baby said to her, no, I can't, mommy. I'm just a little brown girl. Now, you know goddamn well, y'all have been watching me long enough to know goddamn well that I ain't taught my daughter no shit like that. Okay? Y'all know me well enough that I ain't married to no woman that would be teaching no shit like that. Y'all know that. So where my baby get that from? The media. The media. The media. That's where she got that shit from at that age. So I snatched her little tail up, sat on my lap. At this time, President Obama was still in office. And I had a magazine of him sitting on the top of the bookshelf. Snatched that magazine down and started looking through it with her. And I told her, you see this man right here, baby? This man is the most powerful man on planet Earth right now. And his little girls look like you. So don't ever say nothing like that. Don't ever say nothing like that. So we got to do that, y'all. We got to pour into our young girls. Okay, we got to pour into them. Because whether we know it or not, society is coming at them with these beauty standards. Okay, so we as the real motherfuckers, whether you male or female, okay, we as the parents and the OGs and uncles and aunties, you know what I'm talking about, we got to pour into them that confidence that they are beautiful, that they're brilliant. Fuck the beautiful first. Put the brilliant first. So I tell mine, remember the 2 B's. You're brilliant and beautiful, but remember that brilliant more important. That's what we got to do. We got to do that, okay? But check this out. Check this out. And you damn right, Harder. Hard to say. That's why it's important to raise boys to be men and girls to be ladies. Damn right. Come back to the raising. Come back to the raising. Okay. But we talked about the white beauty standards that our black women get bombarded with. But let's look at the black beauty standards. Okay. You got the beauty standards within our own community. And y'all already know what that is. Thick. Our young girls got hella pressure to be thick. Especially now. More than ever, I would say now. With the social media, shit. And the how not only our culture seems like it's crossed over now and everybody goddamn has just embraced twerking and shit like that. So we had a time, not even once upon a time, a black woman, you know, if they ain't had no ass, you know, they really wasn't finna fake it like that. You know what I'm talking about? They want some. They might now. I knew somebody had some booty pads. You put some booty pads in. You know what I'm talking about? But nowadays these motherfuckers going to BBLs and shit. But goddamn, what if you can't afford the BBL? What if you can't afford the BBL? Hard know what I'm talking about. BBL everywhere, running rampant, as he said. I remember the first one I saw. Lil Shawty was in the goddamn Family Dollar store, looking just like a pea, straight up, because Lil Shawty did not get the thighs to match. But that's societal pressure, okay? This young lady obviously was a thin girl naturally, you know what I'm talking about? But the societal pressure had got to this queen so much that she felt like she had to go spend her money, her hard-earned money, and go and get this shit done her ass. And now she totally looked abnormal. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, what you do? But here's the kicker though. You can't be too big. Like you can be thick, but a few extra pounds make you fat. And then motherfuckers gonna clown you about that. But then, okay, you can't be too skinny. Even if it's healthy for you, you can't be too skinny. You know what I'm talking about? Blood pressure good. You ain't got no diabetes. Everything straight. Cardiovascular system working all right. But if you're too skinny, you better get talked about for that. It's like, damn, it's like the black woman got to find a way to be fucking perfect. And that's going to stress them out. That's going to stress them out. Then you got the pressure, you have your hair done and nails done all the goddamn time. You have a perm, gotta have some weave, and it gotta be a certain type of weave. You gotta have your wig done, okay? And you couple that all the hair expense with the nail expense. Goddamn, you spending a good chunk of change. Goddamn, you spend a hell of a lot of money trying to meet this beauty standard. And if you don't have the money to meet the beauty standard, you get ridiculed. You get ridiculed. You get ridiculed by men. Hell, you get ridiculed by other women. I've seen it in my classroom, y'all. I saw it. I remember I brought in the movie by Chris Rock, Good Hair. Check that out and show it to your girls. And I showed it to my class, and we discussed it. And I was trying to make the point to my young ladies that, okay, if you want to get weave, cool. You want to get a perm, cool. But I want you to know, if you choose to just wear your hair naturally, that you're still beautiful. And I had a baby tell me flat, I know I ain't Coldwell. No, I ain't Coldwell. She had a black man in her face that was teaching her 180 days, showing that I love you, I'm accomplished, I'm married to a beautiful woman, I'm doing my thing, I'm influential here. But you know what? Society, social media, big media was more influential than me when it came to letting this young queen know that she was beautiful the way that God made her. God made our hair like this. God made black people. We are unique. We're the only people who have this. And society and this white supremacist bullshit, they try to make us think that that's a bad thing rather than we looking at it like, shit, that makes us unique. And our young women catch it the most. They do. Y'all see what Hardy said? And he ain't lying about that. He ain't lying about that. The amount of bullying that a girl goes through in middle school, high school, from other girls, if she comes from a family that can't afford to have her hair done, nails done, everything done all the time, make sure edge is right, make sure the perm is good, make sure the weave is the right brand of weave and all that kind of shit, she finna catch hell, y'all. She finna catch hell. And then we wonder why we see so many viral fights and shit. A lot of it be stemming from shit like that. It does. And some of these schools try to combat it by okay, they put them in uniform. Okay, so you can't really get on about style of dress. But like I'm saying, there comes the shit about the hair. There comes the shit about the nails. Here comes the shit about who thick and who got a flat ass and all that kind of shit. This shit real, y'all. This shit real. You feel me? But let's look at one more stressor before we get into the 10 black celebs who dealt with this shit. Let's look at one more. And that's being Miss Do It All. Okay? That's being Miss Do It All. Again, I told y'all my background, raised by my mama and my grandmama. You know what I'm talking about? I like my realest one, Antonio. When you come from households like ours, the women in your life have to take on traditional male roles as well. They have to. For our household to survive, they have to take on some traditional male roles while still holding down the traditional female roles. So traditional male roles, provider, protector, okay? Traditional male shit. Traditional female shit. Maybe like teacher in terms of, helping to rear the kid in terms of, little ABC 1, 2, 3, that kind of shit. I think both parents probably traditionally just share what I call preaching, which is teaching morals. Okay. You shouldn't just wait till Sunday for the pastor to preach to your child. Hell, that should be happening at the house with you teaching morals. You feel me? So that's kind of split. But when you misdo it all because out of mass incarceration and snatch your child's father away from you, or maybe your child's father just a dick and he ain't handling his business. Whatever the case is, now you gotta be misdo it all. Okay, that's pressure like a motherfucker. That's hella pressure, dog. Oh, and then let's say you try to find a man. Let's say you're a woman, you doing all this shit, you misdo it all. Try to find a man. Now, when you get that maid trade, you got to learn, you got to re-educate yourself, you got to retrain yourself how to turn off that gangster. You've been having to be gangster to protect your family, you know what I'm talking about? Because if your kid get to fighting or some shit like that, or you got to protect your house, you got to be the one to get up in the middle of the night and grab the pistol. Because you got kids. You got a 6-year-old and a 7-year-old and a 2-year-old, and there's a loud noise banging on the door. Well, mama got to get up and get the strap. So now mama has become, conditioned to be on some rah-rah aggressive shit. But now she found a man, that man expects her to tone that down and just be feminine. And that shit hard to walk back. That shit hard to walk back. Hard to be Miss Do It All. It's hard to be that. And imagine being Miss Do It All while being overworked and underpaid. Because we know that our black women, and this ain't first talking, this is data, these are studies, they show that black women are the most educated motherfuckers in America. It's a running joke online right now that nobody ain't got to say shit. A black woman hop up and go back to grad school. You know it. My wife got a master's. My mama got a master's and probably a few hours away from a specialist. My sister just got a PhD. Black women gonna go get some degrees on their ass now. With all this education, the wealth gap should start to be shrinking. That motherfucker is steady, if not growing. So imagine all that pressure. Well, I'm working my ass off. I'm busting my ass. I'm doing all this. And I'm not being compensated for. Why? Because of racism and sexism. That's the type of shit our sisters deal with, y'all. So that leads us here. 10 examples of prominent black women who've dealt with the shit I'm talking about and more. Okay? And I love to give y'all examples, just like I did with the brothers, because I want you to know it's okay. If you're going through any of this shit I talked about or more, it's okay. Some of these folks you see on Instagram and on YouTube and on Good Morning America and on big old concerts, and you go to the movies and see them, some of them ain't got they shit all the way together either. And you know what? It's okay. We're going to work through this bitch together. We're going to survive together. We're not going to kill ourselves, okay? We're going to survive and thrive. That's what we're going to do. We're going to get through this shit together. So here are 10 women, okay? Oprah first. Cool out, man. Oprah, billionaire. Oprah was not always no damn billionaire. Oprah been sexually assaulted. If not flat out raped. I'd have to double check on that, but I know she was sexually assaulted. Oprah grew up in utter poverty. So that shit you go through when you growing up, that shit stick with your ass, Jack. That shit does not leave you. So I don't give a damn that woman got $2-3 billion, whatever she got now. That shit still stick with your ass. You feel me? Give you another one too. Halle Berry. Oh, first you bullshitting now. What Halle Berry tripping about? Halle Berry, since the 90s, been viewed as one of the most beautiful women in the world. You know, she finally got her Oscar and all that kind of shit. No, first, that can't be true. Hold on now. Let me tell you what Halle Berry said. Okay. Halle Berry wanted to take her own life, y'all. Halle Berry said this. I was sitting in my car and I knew the gas was coming when I had an image of my mother finding me. Okay. Then this is what she told Parade magazine about contemplating suicide after her divorce. Okay. The quote continues. She sacrificed so much for her children, and to end my life would be an incredibly selfish thing to do. It was all about a relationship. My sense of worth was so low. This Halle Berry we fucking talking about. How many songs we talking about Halle Berry? They got a whole song dedicated. Halle Berry. We talking about Halle Berry. Wanted to kill herself. This shit real. And it's okay if you're going through it as well. It's okay. You better believe these women getting some help. They're getting the help they need. It's okay for you to do the same. Let's go to another one. Kerry Washington. Y'all know Kerry Washington. Okay. Olivia Pope. You know what I'm talking about? She's on a book tour right now. I think just dropped a book. Shout out to Kerry Washington. She said this once. Okay. She said, I say that publicly because I think it's really important to take the stigma away from mental health, she told Glamour. My brain and my heart are really important to me. I don't know why I wouldn't seek help to have those things be as healthy as my teeth. I go to the dentist, so why wouldn't I go to a shrink? Real shit. Real shit. The woman says she wants her brain to be just as healthy as her fucking teeth. If your tooth is hurting, your ass might hop up in the middle of the night. You going to Walmart or somewhere, get your ass some oral gel. Next day, you might go to the dentist and say, just shit, pull that motherfucker out. Get it out. You're going to go get a root canal, bare minimum. You're going to do something to help yourself. But when it comes to fucking mental health, we say, I ain't crazy, ain't nothing wrong with me. But you showing symptoms like a motherfucker. Ain't nothing wrong with me. You tell, yeah, oh, this the one that really fucking get me. You love somebody, you see the symptoms, so you tell them, you need to see somebody. And you know what they tell you? You need to see somebody. Well, motherfucker, I'm not the one displaying the symptoms right now. That'll be like me. Y'all know again, well, maybe you don't. Maybe you're new here. Okay, my mother was diagnosed with breast cancer in July. We caught it early. Thank God. Okay, she's had a mastectomy, but we still gonna have to see an oncologist. Okay, I don't have to see an oncologist though, because I don't have cancer. I have never had cancer. She has to see one because she had cancer. So my point is, we don't say that about nothing else but mental health. When you tell somebody who clearly needs the help that they need to go get the help, and they tell you, now you gotta get it. Mother. Halle Berry said, oh no, excuse me, Kerry Washington said, I go to the dentist. Why not go to a shrink? That's real shit. Let's go to another one. Viola Davis. Viola Davis. Oh, before I go to Viola Davis, ain't that motherfucking right, Hardy? Denial is good. Before we can solve a problem, y'all, in any walk of life, it don't even have to be just mental health. Before we can solve a problem, we have to acknowledge that there is a problem. Before we can solve a problem, we have to acknowledge that there is a problem. That applies to every goddamn thing. I could be coaching a team and imagine us giving up 200 yards on the ground. Okay, we're a football team. We giving up 200 yards rushing, but I won't watch the tape. We good. We good. Or I watch the tape and I can't see clearly that we're getting gashed on the ground. No, we good. Don't worry about it. We're going to get our ass beat to sleep. Because I won't even acknowledge the problem, let alone try to fix it. That denial is a motherfucker. The denial is another symptom. But let's go to Viola Davis, okay? Viola Davis. I love Viola Davis and How to Get Away with Murder, okay? This woman is clearly in the GOAT talk in terms of actresses. She's won goddamn all the awards you can win. But still the pain growing up for being a dark-skinned sister with coarse hair in this white supremacist world and being poor, dirt poor, being chased by a white boy. She talks about this in her book. My wife read a book. I bought the book for my mama as well. My mama put the book down. Mom put the book down because she said that sounds like my life. It hurt too much for her to read it. But she talked about just being hit with that N-word and racists chasing her and fighting her and just being the target of terrorism, basically. She did an interview with Oprah, and you can see her still getting emotional about it. This woman is rich, famous, hella successful, but that shit don't leave. But you know what? She go to therapy for it. She go get seen about. Oh, somebody's saying, well, first they got money. They can afford that. You can afford it. I am not where I want to be yet financially. Okay, my businesses are growing. Uh, whether it's my consulting business, I'm killing it. I'm killing that shit. Okay, killing it. Uh, IG Entertainment is growing, and that's because of you. And I love you. We are growing on a daily basis. We are getting more views. I'm getting more followers across social media platforms every single day. You feel me? Statement Tees is growing. My wife killing that shit. But I'm not where I want to be yet financially. Do not get shit twisted when you see first out and about. No, 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 no. But I purchased my health insurance through healthcare.gov, aka Obamacare. And I have a plan that pays for therapy. My wife has taken advantage of it. She enjoyed it and it was beneficial. So don't think that you gotta have Oprah money, Halle Berry money, Kerry Washington money, or for the brothers, you ain't gotta have Tyler Perry money or none of these motherfuckers money to go get seen by. You can do it. It's affordable. It's out there. Take advantage of what's out here. Okay. Let's go to the sports world real quick. Okay. Let me knock off two sisters real quick. 5 and 6. Simone Biles and Naomi Osaka. Y'all remember that real big shit that went on when Simone Biles basically bowed out of the Olympics? And then remember Naomi Osaka, did something similar, like didn't play for mental health reasons, and some people were calling them quitters and basically trying to shame them and saying that people have gotten so weak in this era and all that kind of shit. But real ones praise them women. Why? Because as athletes, if something was wrong with their rotator cuff, if something was wrong with the ACL, MCL, anything like that, they weren't gonna be out there. But this right here fucked up. Y'all expect them to go out there and do their job. Especially when you're an athlete, you're doing your job in front of the world. You're doing your job in front of folks, in front of the trolls. They yelling at you and doing all that kind of shit. So yeah, these women stepped away. They tended to themselves. Sometimes you got to do that. I failed to mention last week Michael Jordan. I failed to mention him because I haven't heard him on record saying it. But I do believe that's why he stepped away from the game after the 1993 season. After his father was murdered, Mike can say what he wanted. That was a mental health break because his father was murdered. Mike was arguably the most famous person on the planet, him and Michael Jackson and Muhammad Ali. And his father was murdered, and he didn't know how to handle it. So he went and did what he told his daddy he was going to do, which is play baseball. Mental health. Shit real. Let's go with another. This one right here is controversial right now, but goddamn it, I'm the realist. That's what we do. Okay, Lizzo. Y'all know Lizzo. What do we categorize her as? Rapper, singer, both? She's been trolled ceaselessly, seems like, about her weight. Now, her music is dope as fuck, okay? And America has an obesity crisis. Shit, seems like at least 50% of Americans are overweight. But she's been trolled, like I said, ceaselessly about her weight. But now the controversial part about it is shit has come out where people are suing her for bullying and saying some shit. But there's something that I learned when I was in college, in my psychology classes. Okay. And that's something called projection. You feel me? Where you take what's going on with you and you project that to other people. You know what I'm talking about? That could be what's going on with this woman. Like the all the vitriol and all the hate she gets, maybe she taking that shit and displacing it and putting it on other people. Some of that shit might be getting to her. Maybe she's starting to hate herself because of what she's hearing, and then she projects that to others. Kind of like what Brother Harder was saying earlier when we were talking about the pressure on black women and the beauty standards, and really the ones that be trolling them the most to be other women. Maybe that's some self-hatred. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe so. But I'll go to another one. Number 8, Taraji P. Henson. Okay. Taraji P. Henson. Now, y'all know the culture, we know and love Taraji P. Henson. Okay. But she's been open and honest about some of the things she's gone through. Okay. And I'm glad that the queen has done something about it, though. Okay. She's done something about it. But look at some of the things she said. Now, this is a successful woman. She's popular in the culture. But she said sometimes she just got to unplug. Sometimes you just got to unplug and get away from all this shit. Social media, some of the stuff that you see in big media, sometimes you got to unplug that shit and like do a cleansing because it will get to you. Okay. She says, I fight for my mental health because I want to live. I fight for my mental health because I want to live. First, you got to decide that you want to live, y'all. Make that decision that you do want to live. And I know that shit's hard sometimes. Again, you are looking at somebody who has been suicidal. You are looking at somebody who has wanted to give up before. Hell, I'm going through it right now. As I told my brother earlier, if the devil is real, then that bitch ass motherfucker know he fucking with me right now. So much so that I just told my wife the other day, I said, cause when the shit was really getting in, I should just shoot myself. I still had them moments, then I had to fucking catch myself and keep fighting. Because I have chosen to live. Therefore, I gotta fight to do that. That's what this queen talking about. I fight for my mental health because I want to live. I'm choosing to want to live. I want to live. That's your decision. Okay. She goes on to say, being real with myself and not being so damn strong all the time. Folding my arms like a kid in the corner saying, I don't want to be strong today. I need help. I don't feel good. I don't feel good. Sometimes your ass ain't gonna feel good. Ladies, black women, I know. You have been some of the baddest motherfuckers. You got Harriet Tubman running through your veins. Sojourner Truth is running through your veins. Ida B. Wells is running through your veins. Okay, all these queens are running through your veins. Betty Shabazz and Coretta Scott King and so many, too many to count. But god damn, you can't be strong all the time. Can't be strong all the time. It's okay, ladies. It's okay. It's okay to say I'm not doing well today. It's okay to call in that job. It's okay. It's okay. If you harm yourself, they just gonna replace you. They gonna get somebody else up in there. They might not be able to do the job as good as you. Okay, they might not be able to do the job as good as you, but they gonna get somebody else up in there. So it's okay. It's okay. But this queen has put it on something for those of y'all that watch my sports show. Okay. She started a foundation, okay, called the Boris Lawrence Henson Foundation. Okay. An organization that aims to break down the stigma surrounding mental health in the black community. Okay. So check out that foundation. Okay. If you're looking for some other help, check out that foundation. That's Taraji P. Henson's foundation. All right. The 9th one, I'm gonna give you Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson. So everybody talk about Mike, and they used to call Mike what? Wacko, Jacko, and all that kind of shit. And I guess we all just assumed that the rest of the kids were straight. But yeah, Mike was famous, and very few, if any, body in the history of the world been as famous as him. Okay, he's one of the most famous human beings ever, Michael Jackson. The rest of that was a famous family, y'all. That was a famous family. It's one of the most notable R&B groups ever, the Jackson 5. Okay. Then you move, and then Janet has her career starting off as a child star. You feel me? And then turned into a mega star in her own right. That's pressure. That's pressure. You feel me? Uh, she says this: when it comes to happiness, I'm no expert. I have only my life experience as a guide. I've known great happiness and great sadness. But I guess the question is, what do I really know about happiness? She goes on to say, I struggled with depression. The struggle was intense. Low self esteem might be rooted in childhood, feelings of inferiority. You part of the Jacksons. Why would you feel inferior? America will do that to you. It could relate to failing to meet impossibly high standards. And of course, there are always the societal issues of racism and sexism. Put it all together, and depression is a tenacious and scary condition. Thankfully, I found my way through it. That's Janet Jackson, y'all. Janet Jackson. And the last one I'm going to give you is nearing the conclusion of a world tour right now. She's renowned for her singing, her dancing, her beauty, her style, her husband. I'm talking about Beyonce. No, for Beyonce got it all. She got the money, got the billionaire husband, she got the kids now. Beyonce once said this: it was beginning to get fuzzy. I couldn't even tell which day or which city I was at. I would sit there at ceremonies and they would give me an award, and I was just thinking about the next performance. She told The Sun in 2011. My mother was very persistent, and she kept saying that I had to take care of my mental health. That's Beyonce. Beyonce. So, ladies, I just gave you 10 examples of prominent black women who have struggled with their mental health. Fellas, I just gave y'all 10 prominent black women who have struggled with their mental health. So, what that should tell you, ladies, is that if those sisters are going through it, it's okay that you're going through it as well. I also let you know these ladies getting help too. So it's okay for you to get help. Fellas, I just told you 10 rich ass black women. Some not only rich, they are known throughout the world for the style, their style icons. They are sex symbols and all this shit. They got millions and millions of followers, and they are still dealing with all this shit that we talked about earlier. So, fellas, you should take a look at your woman and say, "Damn, if Beyonce going through that, I wonder what my little shawty going through." Damn, Oprah got all that money. She still going through that. Damn, my wife go to work every day. She busting her ass with these bitch ass motherfucker, her manager, a bitch, co-worker, asshole. Well, I wonder what my little shawty going through. You heard Janet Jackson talk about shit from her childhood. Fellas, that should make you think about your daughter and what she might be going through at school. Oh, these kids got these group texts now, y'all, already. If you got your child a phone, they got group texts. They got shit on Instagram. They got shit on Snapchat. They got shit on wherever. They got apps, new apps coming out. Something called Fizz, I just heard about. There's new apps coming out daily. And they up in there on some bullshit. Fellas, you might need to check up on your little baby girl. Pour into your little baby girl and make sure that your little baby girl knows that she's brilliant and she's beautiful. Same thing for my ladies. Ladies, you're brilliant. You're beautiful. That's coming from a real one, a real motherfucking man. And I speak on behalf of the real men, the real one, you know what I'm talking about? We fuck with you and we love you. You feel me? So I'm going to leave y'all with this, just like I did last week. I'm going to share this record with y'all. Okay, last week I shared my record, Only God Knows. You know what I'm talking about? Like I said before, that record has saved a lot of lives. You know, I appreciate everybody throughout the world that listened to it. You know what I'm talking about? And got it to 1 million views on Facebook. You know what I'm talking about? God used me with that record. You feel me? This record is a record that I wrote during our movement. I still want to call it a movement, but it's seeming like it was a moment. Back in 2020, after George Floyd was lynched, I put out a project called The Garvey Tape. Okay. Inspired by Marcus Garvey and inspired by that movement that was going on in 2020 after the murder of George Floyd. And this record is entitled The Black Woman. The record samples Malcolm X, who I alluded to earlier. Okay. I got him on the hook. I got my daughter. I wrote a poem for her and made her say it at the beginning. Okay. And it's dedicated to our ladies. Okay. So ladies, we love you. And this joint is dedicated to you. You feel me? And again, this is called The Black Woman from the Garvey Tape.
A queen in the making, a princess with intellect. The world's for my taking. I run like the wind, but I read even better. My mom is a goddess and my dad is first letter.
The most disrespected person in America is the black woman. The most unprotected person in America is the black woman. The most neglected person in America is the black woman. We will kill you for our woman. I'm making it plain, yes. We will kill you for our woman.
You never get the credit, but you done been the backbone, don't forget it. So many of our black homes had to head it. Don't wanna leave you alone, we ready to be the king to your queen, the god to your goddess. No matter what it is, we got it. Motherfucker try to harm you, we stop it. You deserve protection, pleasure, and profits. You deserve more than you've been given. We can see your vision and we about to match that. Fuck jail, fuck prison, fuck a system. Wanna see us separated from our mates. It was women that were holding down all our greats. It was women organized Black Lives Matter. And you don't even know their name. But they ain't do it for the notoriety. They did it cause their people got slain. Black women.
The most disrespected person in America is the black woman. The most unprotected person in America is the black woman. The most neglected person in America is the black woman. We will kill you for our woman. I'm making it plain, yes. We will kill you for our woman.
Raised by one, married to one, raising one, an amazing one. Shit, she's so innocent, just wanna live life. She don't know about this racial strife. Her friend's white. I remember one time she was chilling with her mom. They saw a little white girl singing a song. My wife said, "Sing, you're the best in the world." But she said, "Mommy, I'm just a brown girl." My wife ran to me and told me what was said. You know damn well we ain't put that in her head. She was only about 3, but through the media, she had started thinking her exterior inferior. I grabbed a magazine that had Obama on it. Told her he's something like the king of the richest country. And his girls are just like you. Ain't a motherfucking thing you can't do. Black woman.
The most disrespected person in America is the black woman. The most unprotected person in America is the black woman. The most neglected person in America is the black woman. We will kill you for our woman. I'm making it plain, yes. We will kill you for our woman.
All right, y'all. So this concludes episode 4 of First Free Clinic. I told y'all I committed to doing this throughout September, which is Suicide Prevention Month. Okay. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep doing this or not. Okay. But I did want to do this this month, undoubtedly, because that mental health awareness and advocacy is something that I am committed to. You feel me? No matter what the case is, make sure you follow me across all social media platforms. Not only so I can get a follow, but because of this. I told y'all before, if you're thinking of harming yourself, give somebody a chance to talk you out of it. Okay? Give somebody that loves you a chance to talk you out of it. Make that deal with me now. Okay? If you fuck with me, I'm going hard for y'all. I'm going hard for y'all. I promise I'm going hard for y'all, man. Real talk. I'm going hard for y'all. So if you fuck with me, you respect me, do that for me. Make that deal with me. Before you harm yourself, give someone a chance to talk you out of it. Your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife, somebody who loves you. And if you don't have that person that you feel like will do that, that's why I'm saying follow me on across all social media, wherever you want to hit me up, inbox me. I've done this before. I'm willing to do it again. Okay. If I don't respond immediately, okay, that's just because I might be busy. I'm working. I'm the hardest working man in business. You feel me? Maybe one of those socials has sent your message to message request or something like that. But if I see your message and you need some help, I am going to try to help you. I am not going to ignore you like that. If you just need somebody to lean on, you just need to vent, you just need to let some shit out. And I'm here for that. You feel me? That ain't nothing but time. That ain't nothing but me donating my time. I'm willing to do that to save a life. You feel me? But if you got somebody, some friend, one friend, somebody, give them a chance. Give somebody a chance. Because I want you to live. Okay? I want to live. And I want you to live too. All right? I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. As always. One.